Okay, let us ground. Let us ground. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Take a deep breath into the body and exhale. So everything is backwards. Just take a moment to see what comes up for you when I say that. Does your breath feel short? Do you feel like, oh, yeah, I kind of know that. But do you really know? Everything is backwards. So I'm just going to try sum it up because obviously I could do a whole talk on this, but I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to do a whole talk. My scientific brain is just sort of like on pause a bit. Well, not too much, but just like, just battery is charging. I need you to understand you came out of source energy through the womb. You came into this physical world as this light beam, and you were told a certain program. You were told, on this earth, this is how we operate. This is how we operate. Then what happened is the schooling system operated the same. The home family system operated very similarly. The government system operated very similarly to the home, to the schooling system. And everything was, your power needs to be worked for. In order to gain power, you need to work hard for it. So then it started in the home, your love and affection. You would start performing based on your trauma. It's fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Within those different four spectrums, different realities and stories and perceptions of how you saw the world shifted. It was almost like every moment is almost like this big bang, right? Every day, someone is experiencing a glitch because as you glitch, as you ascend, there's a glitch because now the program is no longer being held through its attention, or the attention of the program is no longer held by as many people holding this thing together. Remember, it takes a community to build, to raise like a home. But when you condense it, you isolate it, make it feel alone, bit by bit, it's going to need to rely more on the external capitalism. This is where that enters into the conversation. And in the hope of building communities, communities have been destroyed because there's always going to be what we feel is opposites. It's just mirrors to each other. Because if everybody was happy-go-lucky, then we don't know. Like the lights can't be on in the world all the time because we cycle in different hemispheres with night and day. So somehow we're wanting the lights to be on and trying to call that equality for everybody. But the lights are required at different times, just like your way of feeling loved is going to be different in every single circumstance. And up until you realize and are able to define it specifically for you through understanding you came here from source to understand who the source energy is through what source energy is not. And usually it will be through feeling. So I digress. We go back to the community and shifting. And in trade has value and measurement. And in certain trades, before money came about, it was what this would magnify in your experience, right? And however they quantified it, that's how they agreed. Then capitalism came and tried to make the lights on for everybody at the same time, saying that's equality, and putting paper as a definer to measure the value. Then what would happen is those who cannot be part of the system, who don't function well in this program, then get outcast. And in the outcast, they now have to suffer because they don't fit into the program where the exchange of their value is the same, even if they do have value. So now I'm speaking to my artists, creatives, same thing, teachers, healers, engineers, sports peeps. So I don't know what to call you. But I'm speaking to you. It is time for you to create your own value system. When you don't fit in to something, that's how creation happens. When you don't fit into something, that's for you to create that thing that doesn't exist. It's just like the phones. Someone was just like, well, I need to connect to people and I can't keep carrying a wire all the way from home, right? So then it became wireless. It was like, is it possible to have a phone that doesn't have to have a cord, because the cord is limiting? So where you are, there's a certain limit. You're hitting a certain capacity. And because you are the more you are looking for, you are the unconditional love. That's why you demand it. But because maybe you might not have the correct language to describe it, because you came into a built-in system that would tell you who you are not, so that you could understand who you are. Where were we going with this one? You are here to create that. You are here to create more. And by you wanting more, it means that you know that suffering is not part of your life. The program wants you to suffer. The program wants you to suffer. It feeds on your suffering. So you cannot correct the problem with the people who created the suffering. I don't know. And it comes through family, it comes through work, it comes through government, it comes through education. You need to get to a point in your life where you understand creation expands through the need of wanting more, because you understand that humanity does not deserve to suffer. That was a program that said they deserve to suffer. Let's create capitalism and let's put everybody into a box so that they learn this way and that they feel that this is the only way, this is the truth, the way in their life. Then they will add religion into the conversation to politicize you, to control you. That's the matrix. That's a certain matrix. You can step outside whenever you decide you are ready and you've had enough. And it's a process of remembering, because what has happened or what has been already. I always get this one mixed up. But basically, everything that you want has already happened. The fact that you want it means that it is pulling you in. Yet you are resisting it because mom and dad wanted something else for you, or didn't want this for you, or the world told you. Because you must understand, everything is programming. And if they could program you to come into their value chain, but yet you don't fit into it. And what I'm getting with a lot of what happens with us artists, healers, and teachers, engineers too, or whatever, sports peeps, you have so much value. You have so much to you. Your skills are out of this world. The way in which you see the world is out of this world. You carry medicine that the world is needing, but will make you feel contracted because you don't fit into the way they can only understand. So, if no one can understand you, you have to understand you. Then you have to create a space, a holding space for people who felt like you, excluded. And you will naturally draw them in. But you are at this point of being able to create your own value system and metrics. What a beautiful time to be alive. I'm sending you so much love. Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's a lot of information there for you to run with and to be like, wait a minute. I get to create my own value. I get to charge what I want. I get to demand the life that fits me, because this is your world. So are you going to step up to the equation? And I need you to start. I'm getting like what I'm gearing towards is hosting like a meditation, like a gay meditation. I don't even know what I'd call it, but a meditation where we get to create our own realities and write it down, and then you can put pictures to it if you want to, like almost like mood boarding on the games we want to play. Yeah, something like that. Put in the message if you're interested in doing a brainstorm, a new avatar brainstorm session. And I'll do it through like a meditation, and it can be over like a weekend, like a brainstorm party meditation. No, but that sounds a little bit weird. Anyways, if there's any ideas that you have with that, like what would you call it? And if you're interested in something like that, if you're just needing that group support with the meditation, with certain prompts, question prompts, then let me know. It could be interesting to do, and we can just build that community around that too. Because just understand that, I'm creating this, I'm doing this because I wish there was someone who was there for me, who just understood it, like didn't have to invalidate me like how I was already invalidated so much, or could just be there with me every single day. And these talks, I'm doing my best to just put it there every day, because sometimes you just want to message someone and you just want to talk to them, and there's nothing that you necessarily want to say. You just to have that company. These conversations are sort of like that. It's like, just imagine me sitting on the couch. I'm sitting on my bed right now as I do this, and I'm just like, man, sipping. Wish I was sipping on some tea, but the next the next session that comes through, divination that comes through, maybe. But let me know. It could be pretty cool to do. Anyway, sending love. If there's any way you want to contribute to this channel, there is information down in the way that you can do it. I would greatly appreciate. Sending so much love and a tight hug.